had left me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident, and I ran him hard. Believe you me. But the security lady stated it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought the photo into the studio, and she wrenched it out of his hands. She did it and gave him a few bruises too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is in your hand. Give it to me, now. What? This is a valuable evidence, boys. What the fuck? Oh shit, the Mafia. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should Diva Squeeze care about it all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, a race away. No! Huh? Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. Diva Squeeze, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears that the contest will be decided tomorrow then in court. I'll be looking forward to it. That was a little too close. I was actually scared for once. Hey, are you okay, pal? Sorry, it was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. I was just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just, I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Awesome job, Gum. I actually appreciate that. He saved our buns there. We nearly actually ended up getting killed. That actually scared me. Well, Nick, looks like we're gonna get close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? Diva Squeeze. To be continued. Man, so much has happened. So much to be done. But let's make sure to take care of it. Anyways, that ought to do it for this episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Well, I usually end this at an hour, but I haven't really done this in an hour or so. I could technically finish this and then just split it up into a half an hour. Oh. Why not? Let's actually continue. Because I feel like it's best off if we finish this case off anyways. Because we already learned that Diva Squeeze is actually the culprit. And she wants to erase everything that's relating to the past. October 20th, 10 a.m., District Court number 4. Sorry, drinking out of a bottle. Not usual the cup, but it's now like I have like 3 bottles of Kool-Aid. I'm such a hipster. Not really. And I'm not black either, so I'm good. I'm being a racist. Yeah. I don't know. Let's head right into it. Alright. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call in people present in Studio 2, the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Edgeworth, on edge, that's funny. That's so funny. You're phony. You're phony. Hey, this guy phony. Okay, I'm done. Anyways, let's get started. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss Diva Squeeze to the stand. Miss Diva Squeeze is the producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Huh. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Name and occupation. Diva Squeeze. I am the producer of Global Studios. Wow, she's really straightforward instead of the usual Nimrods that Edgeworth had to, at least conversate with. Seriously, all those debates and jibba jabba, it was silly. So silly, it's Willy, it's not gay. Okay, I'm done. Anyways, without further ado, let's continue with this pursuit. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Squeeze. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Sexual references! Sexual references, yay. Well, let's get to the point. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to the Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I and Sal take me. At 2:30, it took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That is all. Huh. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There was a van at Studio 2. I had him take me at that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. Van added to court record. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm with you. I only have really one thing to actually go against her with that entire statement. Not that. Let's see, not that. Giggity. I don't know, I had to think about that one. So he had to take me. Get it. Alright. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks. Let's actually work on that. Why? Okay, there we go, we got it. Steak plates. Let's see if this actually works. If not, then we're gonna at least be in deep doo-doo. Mesa, I think we'll be in deep doo-doo if we fuck up. Objection! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee room. As you can see, a large T-bone was been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you, it was T-bone steak. A T-bone steak, but you know. Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at the table outside the trailer. Yet there was no bones left on the plates. The plates were were bare. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know now. I think I know how. Alright. I ate boneless. You ate a boneless, though. I doubt she could swallow a bone. I can understand her swallowing something else. Oh, Dirk! Oh, you're such a dirty bitch. No, but you didn't eat it. You seriously didn't eat. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and you threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Picking on salmonella. It would make sense, but honestly, it'd be the one thing and one thing only in this entire case. Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Bang, bang, bang. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little, presumptuous? Objection! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let's claim what he wants. You say it did. You said I did it. Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's hope that we can fight against her. 'Cause she will be strong. Let's see. What was the murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman. Of petite structure. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? That's actually... Huh. You couldn't, could you? I think that would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the Steel Samurai Spear was not the murder weapon. What? Got you to react. What's the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was used as the murder weapon. Actually, in fact, there was something better. Let's actually show them the proof from the past. Let the past repeat itself. Take that! Wrong, Mr. Wright. But I haven't said anything yet. I knew well enough that you know the present. Okay. I can sense it too with my fablet. Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence. Enough with all the sensing. Right, okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not... Fine. Okay. Okay, that was a bad moment to at least bring that up. Okay, I'm a schmuck. Go figure. Take that! I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a thick costume with this, through the chest. Why did I think though the chest? Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell, what was it? How was Mr. Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us the weapon was to kill Mr. Hammer? Yes, I can. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what was the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see the weapon. Okay, now as I said before, let the past repeat itself. Take that! Look at this photo. What is this? Why is that, that's Jack Hammer standing on top of the stairs. Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is the photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked, outside to the outside. It was kept closed. It was a closed, kept secret at the studio. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. She's reacting as I predicted. Mr. Wright, continue. At 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder, Miss Diva Squeeze meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Strange, isn't it? Oh, very clever, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Mr. Hammer died at that trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in an evil masquerade costume, no less. Are you claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer in all the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 in the place inside of his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, could she have dealt with the body? Well, she had another way. She already explained it in her statement before, so she's kinda caught. Well, if she had another way to carry the body other than her own hands. For instance? Actually, for the matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. There was a way for her to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. It's easy. Take that. Gotcha. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Giggity. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. Gotcha. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the masquerade costume. Objection! Hold on, Wright. Don't forget that it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Yeah, of course. He's a little bitch anyways. Of course, Salmonella has been a conspirator. The body had been placed in the van and put onto the costume. There was no way that Miss Vasquez could have done that her own. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burnt it into a small incinerator. The small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? Huh? This is... What? She... gave up? So, what happens next? Huh? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? Would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean... Diva Squeeze, it was you? You killed Jack Hammer. This is slightly awkward. Please, Diva Squeeze, explain yourself. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright. We just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of the battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What? Shit! That's the only flaw in this situation. Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's what the witness says. Certainly, it doesn't seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Huh? Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What should I do now? Testify again. I would like you to testify again. Testify again? You know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I only can say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What happened if I say it again? You'd ask the same questions and get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn it. Damn! It's come so far only to fail. I'm not gonna fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Objection! Edge? Edge? What are you doing? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Thank you, Edge, for objecting, but you are absolutely fucking useless, you idiot. I see, very well. Objection! Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are a prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth... Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But... Wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that... Edgeworth. Well, I think Edgeworth at least is on our side on trying to get the truth from her. He knows that she did it, but we just need more proof. We just need to push a little harder then. Let's do it. Witness testimony after finding the body. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying, "He did it!" Sorry, I had to at least do it because, there's no more Oldbag after this, it makes me sad. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then, I went home. Damn it. There's nothing really I can push, except for something that bothers me, really. I see there's no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Cross-examination after finding the body. I think we actually have something to fight against her. I hope. But if I'm wrong, this could be the last bit. And we could lose the trial for this. Well, here goes nothing. Security lady. Left out of proceedings, went back to the trailer for my script. This is actually the interesting part here. Let me get my drink before I actually start at this point. Yum, yum, yum. Delicioso! I went back to the trailer to get my script and directions. Hold it! The script and your direction notes? Yes, they were quite valuable. I wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. I'm thinking, because this might actually be important. Let's press a little harder. Wait a sec. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue. Objection! Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness' last statement. Whoa, Edgeworth is actually defending us. Holy crap, he actually noticed before us. Good job, Edge. Let's get some things down, huh? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Why do you see, don't you see what that means? She would have had known about the murder before going to Studio One. Good job, Edge. I believed in you. Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth, what I have just said is a reasonable conversation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have any, have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is, I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So, the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I have perfectly good reasons to believe that there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness changed her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured, and I couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Left it behind. Let's press a little harder. Hold it! How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something to peg on her here, or everything we've done now have done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Ned. Go get him. Okay. Let's see. Security lady, old baggage, agitated, pointing at her. Last left out of proceedings. I think we found something against her. This actually might work in our against her. Let's do it. Objection. Yeah, I was about to say take that. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer was dragged his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Gotcha. Now, why did you think that Mr. Hammer, who was injured, it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it. It was Sal who told me. That's right. You must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured, and he saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. Sorry. Trying to clear my throat. You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ugh. And when he was doing this, well, it would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume, and then went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly! Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? And you saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought that it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Gotcha. Order, order. I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he had fallen on hard times, but he was a star. There was nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on this matter? In other words, can you prove that she has a motive? I actually can prove it, sorry. Okay, I have proof and I'll show it to you. I'll present to the court the evidence that Miss Vasquez is the murderer. Wait. Oh, and this murder, okay. I was wrong about it. Without further ado, take this! Let the past repeat itself. Take that! This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This is the photo that reveals the motive in all this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case is currently up for trial. It began on the day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident participated in Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall was from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer and you made him work for your petty change. Bringing us to the present day, Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil masquerade. Yes, undoubtedly it was a consistent source of shame for an ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. Are you talking about the motives here yet? You have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yeah, that's right. According to what you said, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. I would never go and rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive of murder. Let's just do this. She has no motive. She has no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? What's that now? Wait. It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? 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 Sorry, I ended up thinking Vasquez said what, but I said what, but then everyone else said what, in the what. Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume and fooled the security lady into thinking that he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for the purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had crudely taken advantage of him all those years. Gotcha. So, did you do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. She actually admits it too. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Miss Vasquez! What? What happened here? Manil fell from the trailer stairs. Manil! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No! How could this be? How could this... It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manil! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! See, I can't really raise my voice because it's the middle of the night, so... Please. Please don't die. Please. Wow. That's sad. That made me sad. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. I don't feel like I won. It feels like more I did something really dirty. Mr. Edgeworth, where's Diva Squeeze? In the waiting room, in the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As claimed and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? It appears that you've brought about another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should have been found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Yeah, we did it again. We saved the day. Be a bunch of badasses to end this way. Yahoo! Okay, I'm done. That's all. The court is adjourned. Oh, God. After this long court. October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Squeeze. But to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer blame it on me? Let's show him evidence. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put a blame on you because... Alright, here we go. Take that! It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in kids' show, and as a villain to boot. The kids love the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh. Thank you. I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Huh? Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick! Edgeworth! Edgeworth? Say something, right. I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. Don't waste any time gloating, do you? No! Really, I want to thank you. But Squeeze would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. I'm Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar! Right. I must say I haven't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better if we had not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They're only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright? Is that guy your friend? What? Friend? As if? They're rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? We are gay lovers. Just kidding. Actually, there's actually some truth behind that. And so that certain closes another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making shows, kid shows again. Pink Princess! Nick! This is it! The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised, but I didn't think they would seriously go through with it. I mean, the fat lard, known as salmonella, which sounds like a sickness enough. Actually, it is a sickness. Isn't that mad cow disease? Oh, T-bone steak and mad cow and salmonella and the dude's fat and... okay, that makes sense to me now. I feel stupid. You have to buy trading cards too? Okay, I mean, you have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers, especially in that costume. Please don't. Please don't. The end. Now this actually has to do... This oughta ends this episode, but it adds in a new episode. And that is... The new episode is called... Turnabout Goodbyes. So it looks like there's gonna be some heart, some emotion to it. Anyways, this ought to do it for this episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. This ought to do it for this episode. If you like this episode, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really appreciate, at least for everyone to like it. And as you can see, every time you actually finish off a story from each, you get to see a little picture in the background. If you press 1, you get to see all of them. From the beginning to, if you finish all of them, you get to see all the pictures. But I really don't like this one because this actually kind of hits some personal notes. But this ought to do it for this episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. In the next episode, we're heading right into episode 4, Turnabout Goodbyes. I hope you like this episode. I hope you guys will at least want to watch more. And, give me some positive and negative feedback. I would really, 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 really appreciate if you guys tell me about what you feel about, your feelings about it. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.